what is the thing that comes to your mind when you think about the people pleasing? Is it that making other people happy? Yeah, that could be the one reason how you are thinking about the people pleasing. But according to me, if I'm going to define it in my own ways, it is something like you are just trying to mold yourself into a person and become a fit that the other person likes you, right? So you're just becoming up a different version of yourself that is going to please others, that is liked by the other people, but it is not completely the real you. And if you keep tapping into this different version of yours, you will find that you are losing yourself. And that is a big problem out there, because when you are having up a different version which other people are seeing but who you really are not, then that could be a problem. Let us just get into the why reason, that even though when we are knowing that we are people pleasing someone there, why we are continuing this cycle, why we are not able to break out from this. So the simplest way that we can find our answer is that people pleasing isn't something that is a random behavior that we are performing. It is something that we have got since the childhood, and we have been programmed in that manner because the society works in that manner, and becoming of the nice person in front of someone gives us the worthiness, gives us the acceptance, gives us the kind of the love that we are always trying to long for, right? So yeah, that could be the one reason. And also there is your body, which is already programmed with all of those chemical signals and hormones that has been released in over time when you're always pleasing others. So whenever you're just pleasing others, just like any habit is there which is built upon the rewards and the punishment, here you have got your rewards from the inside. You have got everything like the chemical hormones, all of the dopamines, happiness hormones get released when each and every time you impress someone, when you become a nice person, when you are making others happy, you are making yourself feel like you are worthy enough. So anyways, that is the one thing that you are doing again and again with yourself, and that is the why reason we are just not able to break that cycle. But so in order to break free from the people pleasing habit, we can have the signs that we must recognize in order to first see ourselves that we are doing the people pleasing work here. So yeah, that is the one thing that we need to notice, and this will make it very much clear and give a distinction that we are doing a people pleasing, or really loving someone, or really helping someone out of the love, or we are just validating self, or giving up the like the self-worth validation and acceptance, something like that. So yeah, I would just say that if you want to recognize that you're going on a people pleasing or not, is that the first question, the simplest question that you can ask whenever someone is asking you for going out with them or helping them out in something. You can just ask simple question to yourself, is that whom am I doing this for? Is it for the approval from them, or is it for the satisfaction that I'm doing for myself? Is it for the love, or is it for that approval, that acceptance? That approval one, that question is going to answer up that clearly that you are doing it for the approval or not. And if it is not, then it's fine. You can just have your own priorities set accordingly and do that work, right? So yeah, that could be the one of the best ways to identify in order to make sure that you're not doing of the people pleasing, right? Okay, yeah, even if though sometimes we identify that we are people pleasing, now we are not able to get out of it. So The second sign is that sometimes it is because of the social awkwardness that you're feeling inside, just because you are in a condition where you're standing in a position where you cannot say no directly, some place where you cannot say no. So that could be the another reason why you're saying yes to them. But there could be the choice here also. Even though when you are not able to reject them, you must know that you must have the priorities set for yourself. You must have the words fulfilled for the person you love very much. You must get your words valued for your own self, and that brings up the very much clarity. Even though when it is not that much comfortable to say no, we sometimes have to. If you are not, there could be the two choices that you are left with. So the one choice you have got is that you can regret saying no to the person, and after a few hours you will keep regretting, and then after that you will recognize that you did a great work because you did it, and you will automatically become comfortable a little bit more and confident on your own words, that you have some priorities, you have some values, right? So like that. And the another choice that you're getting is that you can regret otherwise, that by saying yes to them and by saying no to all other your priorities and all other people that you love, and you have given words to them that you will fulfill, and you are not able to do that. And in that case, that regret is going to not take a few hours, that is going to be for a few days, that is going to be for a few weeks, a few months. So that is your own choice to regret it for a few hours of saying no, or a few days, months, or even a lifetime for saying yes. So yeah, that is the one thing that we must be clear on, that whom we are dedicating our time is very much important, right? So, and yeah, in that case, if you are having of the doubt that you will lose that person, or if you will get into that misunderstanding concept or anything like that, if any blunders happen, just ask yourself that what would happen if I don't do that work? What would happen if I'm not going to please them? The simplest question can give you the clearest answers, and you will find that it is, if they are important to you, you will prioritize anyhow, and if they are not important, then anyhow you are pleasing them, then also they will leave you. So that is the one thing that we need to understand, that whom we must stay with and who are going to stay with you, those are the people that you must be clear on, and your priorities must depend on that. You must not please them, you must love them, right? So yeah, that is the way how you can distinguish out whenever you just on the field of deciding that one factor. And everything behind this people pleasing somewhere is connected to the validation and acceptance, and the emptiness that you have inside of you, that you think that will be filled by the other people's words, that you think that you will feel worthy, validated, accepted, or loved by the other people's appreciation. You are just tying out an expectation with their reaction, with their words, with the work you are trying to give them. And each and every time when you're trying to give them something, you are expecting something in return, and that is going to fill your void that you think is going to, but it is not actually. Because every time when we are doing this and when we are expecting something out, it might not be that much fulfilling, because it is certainly not the way how you fill your void. You must be the whole person who comes up with the love instead of pleasing someone, right? So giving someone a help out of love, it does not gives you the condition at the end to expect, right? And giving something out of pleasing or liking your this version could be making you feel like you're getting tired, your worthiness, you're just making yourself feel like you are tying to an expectation that is making you worthiness or not, that is defining that you are lovable or not, that is defining that you can exist in this world or not. And everything that is tied with that expectation is not going to give you the good result, because it is not something that is going to be fulfilled any of the time. So I would just say that in order to get out of all of these people pleasing cycle, what I would just say is that the more you practice saying no to other people, and the more you become clear on what is really important for you and what is really not, then you will have the clear idea that this is the certainly not the thing that you must practice. And saying up the no more times will get you comfortable and becoming uncomfortable, right? So firstly, it will be always an uncomfortable one to say no to the other people. You will feel like you are rejected, you will feel like you are not worthy enough. But similarly, when you keep working on yourself, then you will get the idea that you are not something who needs to chase someone, who needs to validate self, who needs to explain yourself how much worthy you are. Yeah, you will get into that point where you will be most comfortable with saying no to the other people who does not deserve your time, value or love. See ya and bye.